Welcome in. Going to pick up where we left off yesterday with some of the May baseball games. Well, let's fire it up and see what we've got on the schedule. This will catch us up here in week one, getting through April, which in our new format with 154 game season is only about 2 weeks worth. So this will bring us to the end of May here and give us some time trading deadline wise and get manager files in for June games. So let's take a look at what we got here. Chicago and Union Stewards. Union Stewards struggling a little bit here to start off. And again, Chicago, that's really, well, let me go back and change something right here. And add a logo here for the gangsters. Think we're good. Chicago and the Union Stewards. And the Union Stewards needing a win. 14-0, a shutout. Crystal Lake off to a really hot start here. And San Fran with a key win. Washington keeps the streak alive. They are now 24-5. I think if they win 11 more, they'll tie the Detroit Tigers with that 35-5 start they had that was crazy in 1984. Carolina with a 12-inning win. So on to the 16th, there's Gary and Lehigh. Gary beats Lehigh 4-1. Carolina on a roll, winning in second place, chasing down Real. Manchester gets beat by St. Louis. Union Stewards a 5-0 winner. Chicago 5-0 over Beantown, and San Fran beats Vegas. Washington and Crystal Lake 7-6. Washington is on a roll, and Real, another team on a roll there, a big winner as well. So here we go to the 17th. Manchester and St. Louis. Manchester with the win. Chicago a winner. Lehigh, Dutch Leonard gets a win. Washington and Crystal Lake. Washington, big win there. Edmonton a winner. Vegas wins. Real a winner. And Carolina 4-0 over Philadelphia. So let's see what matchups we've got. Washington and Crystal Lake. I think I'm going to play that game here, the two first place teams. Union Stewards lose to Edmonton. Beantown a 2-0 win. Cy Young gets a win for Lehigh. San Fran a winner. Real a winner. And Carolina a winner. So let's get a game going here. Candlestick Park, I think, is where we're at. Baseball 1 in the afternoon.
Pitching for Crystal Lake, Bill Swift.
Oh my gosh. Tell me. Got this nice photo by Mike Silva. Let's get this in here and we will get the park layout set up. Have not done it for this rendition. The game does a decent job of trying to get them set, I'm noticing. It's pretty darn close right there. Like it. All right, let's see what we got.
Hamilton bunted to first, 1 out. Slaughter fly deep down the left field line, 2 out. Baker grounded to the pitcher, 3 out. Pitching for Washington, Bill Larman. Judge line to third, 1 out.
Strike 3!
Henderson struck out, tagged out, 2 out. Williams fly to deep center, 3 out.
Ball 4! Holy cow!
Ruth walked. Dolan bunted out to the catcher, Ruth to second, sacrifice, 1 out. Ruthers walked.
Ball 4! Take your base!
Whitaker walked, Ruth to third, Ruthers to second.
WebGen.
Odia grounded to second, second to first double play, 3 out. Griffey Jr. fly to shallow right center, 1 out. Fox grounded to third, 2 out. Williams fly to left center, 3 out. Moore grounded to second, 1 out. Hamilton grounded to second, 2 out.
Strike 3!
Slaughter struck out, 3 out. Thompson fly to deep left center, 1 out. Clayton grounded to the pitcher, 2 out. Manwaring lined a single between third and short. Judge grounded to short, 3 out.
Frank Baker off the hell of the start.
Baker hit a solo homer down the right field line, 334 feet, Washington 1 Crystal Lake 0. Ruth struck out, 1 out. Dolan grounded to short, safe on throwing error.
Holy cow!
Dolan stole second. Ruthers grounded a single between third and short, Dolan scored, Washington 2 Crystal Lake 0. Whitaker lined a single up the middle, Ruthers to third.
Holy cow!
Odia fly down the right field line, sacrifice, Ruthers scored, 2 out, Washington 3 Crystal Lake 0. Whitaker stole second. Moore grounded to third, 3 out. Henderson fly to deep right, 1 out. Williams grounded a single between first and second. Griffey Jr. popped to second, 2 out.
Strike 3!
Fox struck out, 3 out. Hamilton popped to third, 1 out. Slaughter lined a single over short.
Strike 3!
Baker struck out, 2 out. Ruth doubled off the wall in right center, Slaughter scored, Washington 4 Crystal Lake 0. Dolan line to short, 3 out. Williams grounded to short, 1 out.
Strike 3. Tara.
Thompson struck out at first, 2 out. Clayton lined a single between first and second. Manwaring grounded a single between third and short, Clayton to third.
Killer's back in it.
Judge hit a 3-run homer to left center, 373 feet, Washington 4 Crystal Lake 3.
Ball 4.
Henderson walked.
Pace.
Henderson stole second. Williams fly deep down the left field line, 3 out. Bruthers grounded to the pitcher, 1 out. Whitaker grounded to second, safe on an error.
Pace.
Whitaker stole second. Odia fly to deep right, 2 out.
Strike 3.
Moore struck out, 3 out. Odia. O'Day. Griffey Jr. lined a single between first and second.
Ball 4.
Fox walked, Griffey Jr. to second. Williams fly down the left field line, 1 out. Thompson fly to deep center, 2 out.
Strike 3.
Clayton struck out, 3 out. Pitching for Crystal Lake, Mike Jackson. Hamilton bunted to first, 1 out.
Strike 3.
Slaughter struck out, 2 out. Baker fly to shallow left center, 3 out. Manwaring fly to right, 1 out. Judge grounded a single between third and short. Henderson grounded to first, forcing Judge at second, 2 out. Williams lined to second, 3 out. Pitching for Crystal Lake, number 48, Emmanuel Clace. Ruth lined a single to center. Dolan popped to the catcher, 1 out. Bruthers grounded to short, forcing Ruth at second, 2 out. Bruthers caught stealing second, 3 out. Griffey Jr. hit a solo homer down the right field line, 337 feet, Washington 4 Crystal Lake 4. Pitching for Washington, Howie Christ. Fox grounded to the pitcher, 1 out. Williams singled between first and second. Thompson fly to deep center, 2 out. Clayton fly to right center, 3 out. Pitching for Crystal Lake, Rod Beck. Whitaker grounded to first, 1 out.
Strike 3.
O'Day struck out, 2 out. Moore grounded to short, 3 out. Manwaring grounded to third, 1 out. Judge grounded to third, 2 out. Henderson fly to left center, 3 out. Hamilton lined a single between third and short. Slaughter bunted out to the catcher, Hamilton to second, sacrifice, 1 out. Baker lined a single between third and short, Hamilton scored, Washington 5 Crystal Lake 4. Pitching for Crystal Lake, Kevin Rogers. Pinch hitting for Washington, Whitey Kurowski. Kurowski walked, Baker to second. Dolan doubled off the wall in left center, Baker scored, Kurowski scored, Washington 7 Crystal Lake 4. Bruthers grounded to short, Dolan to third, 2 out. Whitaker intentionally walked.
Strike 3.
O'Day struck out, 3 out. Williams singled up the middle. Griffey Jr. popped to first, 1 out. Fox fly deep down the left field line, 2 out. Williams lined a single up the middle, Williams to second.
This one ain't over yet.
Thompson lined a double to right center, Williams scored, Williams to third, Washington 7 Crystal Lake 5.
And it's over now. Washington keeping that streak alive. Could they match the Tigers? 8 more wins and they'll get to 35-5. That's crazy to think about. But they are on a roll. Let's see as we move along. All right, we've got Vegas at Lehigh. Vegas, a winner. Robin Roberts. St. Louis beats Washington, ending their win streak. They still got an impressive start here. Union Stewards over Beantown. Chicago, the Gangsters, 4-2 winners. Gary beats San Fran. Crystal Lake, a winner over Manchester. Philly, a win. And Real gets shut out by Carolina. Carolina now 19-12. Up and coming team over there. Washington and St. Louis, 5-3. Union Stewards, a winner. Chicago shuts out Edmonton. Lehigh gets by Vegas. San Fran, a winner. Manchester, Lancaster, and Real loses as Carolina's only 3.5 back now. What is going on there? We'll have to keep an eye on that one. Union Stewards, big win over Philly. Real shuts out Chicago. No doubt David Landau happy to see that. Lehigh upsets Washington. Manchester, a winner. Crystal Lake beats Gary. And Carolina 2-1 over Edmonton. I'll have to feature this Carolina team. I think we may do this Edmonton-Carolina game here and get a look at those teams. Washington beats Lehigh. Stewards with the win. Real, a winner. San Fran, Gary, and let's take a look at Edmonton at Carolina.
Play
Pitching for
ball.
Carolina, Bob Gibson.
Strike 3.
Coiler struck out, 1 out. Coiler. Coiler. Kyler. Gehringer grounded a single between first and second. Cochran grounded to the pitcher, Gehringer to second, 2 out. Ortiz grounded to second, 3 out. Pitching for Edmonton, Jeff Tesreau. Alomar lined a single over first.
Out.
Alomar caught stealing second, 1 out. Boudreau grounded to second, 2 out. Olerud lined to third, 3 out. Olerud. 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 Olerud.
Cleaning up some of these translations as I go.
O'Neill grounded to second, 1 out. Grantham grounded to first, 2 out. Trainer grounded to short, 3 out.
Strike 3.
Trout struck out, 1 out. Musial fly to shallow right, 2 out. Rendon grounded to third, 3 out. Rendon. Rendoan. Rendown. Rendon.
That's close enough for now.
Right singled up the middle. Mitchell singled between third and short, right to second.
Foul ball. Strike 3.
Tyler struck out,
Count.
1 out.
Out.
Gehringer grounded to third, second to first double
Strike
play,
3.
3 out. Salmon struck out, 1 out. Martinez doubled off the wall down the third base line. Mattingly grounded to short, Martinez to
Ball
third,
4.
2 out. Alomar walked.
Strike 3.
Boudreau struck out, 3 out. Cochran popped to short, 1 out.
Ball 4.
Ortiz walked. O'Neill doubled off the wall down the right field line, Ortiz scored, Edmonton 1 Carolina 0. Grantham fly to deep right, 2 out. Trainer grounded a single between third and short, O'Neill to third. Wright grounded to third, forcing Trainer at second, 3 out. Olerud lined a double down the third base line. Trout grounded to short, safe on throwing error, Olerud scored, Edmonton 1 Carolina 1. Musial grounded to short, forcing Trout at second, 1 out. Rendon fly to deep left center, 2 out. Salmon doubled off the wall down the third base line, Musial scored, Carolina 2 Edmonton 1. Martinez struck out, 3 out. Mitchell grounded to short, 1 out.
Strike 3.
Kyler struck out, 2 out. Gehringer grounded to short, 3 out. Mattingly grounded a single up the middle.
Strike 3.
Alomar struck out, 1 out.
Ball 4.
Boudreau walked, Mattingly to second. Olerud fly to deep center, 2 out.
Dead ball.
Trout hit by pitch, Mattingly to third, Boudreau to second. Musial fly to deep right, 3 out. Cochran lined a single to left center.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Ortiz walked, Cochran to second.
Poop.
O'Neill grounded to the pitcher, second to first double play, Cochran to third, 2 out.
Strike 3.
Grantham struck out, 3 out. Rendon grounded to third, 1 out. Salmon singled up the middle. Martinez singled to left center, Salmon to second. Mattingly popped to the catcher, 2 out.
Strike 3.
Alomar struck out, 3 out. Trainer grounded to short, safe on throwing error, Trainer to second. Wright grounded to the pitcher, 1 out. Pass ball, Trainer to third. Mitchell line to short, 2 out. Kyler singled to left, Trainer scored, Edmonton 2 Carolina 2. Kyler stole second. Gehringer grounded to the pitcher, 3 out. Boudreau grounded a single between third and short. Boudreau picked off first, 1 out. Olerud grounded to second, 2 out. Trout line to third, 3 out. Cochran grounded to second, safe on an error.
Poop.
Ortiz grounded to third, second to first double play, 2 out. O'Neill fly to shallow left, 3 out. Musial fly to left, 1 out.
Strike 3.
Rendon struck out, 2 out.
Poop.
Salmon doubled down the left field line.
Strike 3.
Martinez struck out, 3 out. Grantham line to third, 1 out. Trainer grounded a single up the middle.
Strike 3.
Wright struck out, 2 out. Mitchell doubled off the wall in left center, Trainer scored, Edmonton 3 Carolina 2. Kyler struck out, 3 out. Mattingly grounded to first, 1 out.
Ball, ball.
Alomar walked.
Pace. Pace.
Squeaky bum time here.
Boudreau grounded to short, safe on an error, Alomar to second. Olerud fly to right center, 2 out.
Strike three.
Edmonton, a win on the road. Let's take a look at where we're at here on the 23rd. So we got Washington at Lehigh. Lehigh gets a win. Carolina, a second loss here in a row. Manchester loses to San Fran. Crystal Lake over Gary. Vegas, a winner. And Real loses to the Union Stewards. Lancaster with the win. So on to the 24th. Philly, a win. Philly down in the basement trying to climb out. Lehigh beats Manchester. Crystal Lake over Vegas. St. Louis beats Gary. Real keeps on a winning. Washington, a big win, 12-0 over San Fran. Edmonton loses to Lancaster, and Carolina loses again to Beantown. On to the 25th. Gary gets shut out by Otani. I think Otani was injured for a while. He's back for St. Louis. Union Stewards best Real. Chicago over Philly. Manchester shuts Lehigh out. Washington a winner. Crystal Lake beats Vegas, and Carolina keeps on losing here on this streak as Beantown gets a win. So let's take a look at the 26. Lehigh and St. Louis, both teams still under 500. Lehigh gets a win. Chicago over Union Stewards. Edmonton, a big win here for Hershiser, 16 runs, 16-0. Crystal Lake a winner. Carolina still on that losing streak, and Real gets beat by Beantown. So as we get ready to close the last few days of May out, let's take a look at these standings. Washington with that big lead, Real with a pretty good sized lead over there, and Carolina just holding on to that second place. Lehigh facing St. Louis, a 1-0 win. Union Stewards a winner. Philly squeaks by Edmonton. Real 2-1. Manchester a win. Washington beats Gary. And Lancaster over Carolina. So let's take a look day by day as we go here. Washington clobbering people over here in the Suck It Up division. St. Louis gets a shutout. Chicago a winner. Edmonton, big win. Crystal Lake over San Fran. Carolina finally rights the ship, gets a big win there. Real takes the loss, and Manchester over Vegas. So with 3 days to go, and again, top 3 teams make the playoffs. Gary upset over Washington. Crystal Lake beats St. Louis. Union Stewards a winner. Edmonton a winner. Crystal Lake a winner. St. Louis a winner. And away we go. Crystal Lake at St. Louis. Crystal Lake a winner. Manchester. Lehigh beats San Fran. Edmonton a winner. Lancaster wins. Union Stewards 15 runs. They get a win. Real gets shut out by Philly. And Vegas upsets Washington. So let's feature one more game here on the last day. Well, maybe, maybe not. Let's find out. Chicago and Lancaster. Let's see, we got Crystal Lake at St. Louis. 5-3 Crystal Lake. Gary beats Manchester. San Fran beats Lehigh. Beantown over Edmonton. Chicago over Lancaster. Union Stewards beat Carolina. Real a winner. And Washington beats Vegas. So that's going to do it as we end May, pretty caught up on our normal schedule. So I'm going to post this file, give folks a chance to get some trades in if they're going to do it here in the next day or so. And then we'll get rolling here come Friday with June games. But let's take a look at what we've got right here. Washington 34-10. They are just way out there. But Crystal Lake only 5.5 back. Manchester, the only three winning teams, and suck it up. Washington, Crystal Lake, and Manchester. No more tears. Real, Union Stewards. But look at that tight race. Union Stewards, Carolina, Chicago, Lancaster, Edmonton, all within 3 games of each other, battling for those next 2 spots. So tons of baseball left.